Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of The War Room. Welcome, JPU family. Welcome, Jamaica Politics Uncovered, JPU. Yes. Welcome to, Jamaica 411 and Karen Cross subscribers. So, the whole of there tonight. I think Princess Liz is stopping by tonight. So, we're not going to hear all of it tonight. We're back. Yes, live and in living color. Last week we had some technical difficulties. So me and 411 were here. Last week Karen was celebrating her birthday and the whole bit. So I did just me and 411 here. So those of you who were here, I don't know how that all went down. So guys, welcome back. It's good to be back. It's a Saturday night. Wherever you are, pick up yourself. Thank you so much for joining. Let me see who in the chat now. We have Anika. Welcome, Anika. Camille, big up yourself. Martin, welcome back. Sylvan, big up yourself. Wife Star, good night. Moderator, hello, big up yourself. Where you twin there? Cause we have twin moderators over here, guys. Yeah, man. Hit up the like button when you come in. So, guys, we have some things to talk about tonight because the temperatures are rising in the politics and also where the media is concerned. And we have some things to say tonight about the annual media gathering that is supposed to be happening in Jamaica. We don't know if it's going to happen, but we know this is the time of year. And we just want to say something, guys, before we see or hear anything about that. So the ladies them are come. We are watch all the thing I go because we don't know say even though you know we're past the hurricane and stuff like that, you still have one and two people who might have a little technical difficulty because the internet people them sometimes they in and out because where Jamaica 411 is located, she don't really have no major damages, but she still had some issues with her internet last week. So they might take time coming. Anyway, what me I go say before them come in, guys, I mean know them I go come and come give for them opinion to make us start right here. So you see, I did a video earlier about 5 p.m. today about the Noel Maitland case. And I was just showing you guys what happened outside of the courthouse. Right? I mean I show wanna say the lawyers them said this, the prosecutors them said this, the mother of the deceased, Donna Lee said this. I say I make a video on Facebook yesterday and I tell the people them say, listen, you see all of who come out and jump and prance and I talk about see Karen come in here. The people them a jump and prance and come in and talk about Noel get the guilty verdict. Me say we know say them the people there. We're not going to see nor hear from them when Sylvia verdict come down, right? So lo and behold, this evening, me see one PNP affiliated person come out on the platform and put up a picture with Sylvia behind him. And the picture when put up, him they attack and say, boy, um, Jamaica people, don't make them trick you know. I know Mr. Jolly and Sylvia analyze Melissa. Guys, get back when to analyze Melissa. Instead Juliet Wellness. So you see every time you come talk, guys, you don't know what's going on. Anyway, remember me telling you say me talk it's left on my page say all of who come out and cheer but the pan Maitland. Now come out for Sylvia. Well, see them start to send out the mentally ill people them here to come talk already say at Juliet Wellness for try and take the spotlight off Sylvia. They want Sylvia to get away the PNP does. You understand? But we're going to get back to that. Let me see. The ladies them, if the ladies them reach it. For those of you who are just joining, oh, Karen, turn on your mic now. Turn on
Ah,
your mic, darling.
turn on the mic. How about the mic there?
Thank you. Welcome. Say
You can hear me
something.
now? Can you hear me now?
Karen, if you can't hear us, say something. No echoing. Okay, thank you. All right. Karen, your microphone is off. I can see that you're here, but your mic is off. You know what?
Are you hearing me now?
Let me call her up on WhatsApp because this not gonna work tonight. We're not going to do this tonight. I'm gonna try the one three-way call. It's a 4-1 and coming. Let me see if fear mic gonna work. All right, Mr. Dituano, Mr. Karen mic is off. Michelle, can you say something?
Yeah, man.
Can you hear me now?
You don't hear me?
Michelle, it look
Are
like
you
you're
hearing me?
talking, but we're not hearing you.
Yeah. And I
We're
mean
not
that I
gonna do
talk.
this
You hearing
tonight.
me
You
now?
want me to do? I'm gonna call him up on three-way. Karen and Michelle, make it possible so we can call him
You're
up
not,
on three-way for me, please.
you're not hearing me.
Let's see.
Me hearing Karen, I'm hearing you. You're not hearing me.
So Liz come in there
Oh.
now. Let me see if Liz wanna go work. I throw we have to go do
Oh,
tonight.
Natalie, there's an
Throw away.
echo. It looks like you have on something
With
else.
them
So
this,
take
see
off
them
one
here.
of them.
Michelle, Karen, and Liz.
Let me send you a message. Princess, you hearing me?
Yes.
But
When
Natalie
can come
can't
out
hear
of the
you.
studio, me I call him up on four-way.
All right.
Hear her and she hear
It
Karen.
not work yes so.
Yeah, hear Karen.
Only Natalie alone wasn't hearing us. Oh, you the wrong phone. On the wrong phone that you call me upon, Natalie.
So me not here. Hello?
Yeah, we were hearing you, but you were
Me no know, me not hear you, no, me no know.
don't have a
Oh, all right then. I don't know.
Can you not touch
Seem as
something?
if
You
you had
not
on
turn on something.
Hold on there. Unu
You
can't
hearing
hear
us?
me? Let
Yes,
me
Yes.
see.
clear, clear, clear.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are hear you.
Relative. Sorry, I'm my mic.
I feel my
Sorry.
go off.
Sorry. All right, sorry. Me not for call nobody then. Thank God. All right. Make we get started now. People, thank you for the patience. So no know what's the technology for some time. Karen, good night. Liz, good night.
Good night.
Karen gone. All right, I'm gonna call her back. Tell her to come back. All right, guys. Um, the first thing we're gonna talk about tonight. Who there?
I am here.
Liz.
All right, yes. So we're going up in a
Liz here.
Kingston.
Liz is here too.
Yes, Muriel is good night. Welcome back.
Go. Good night. Go now.
Yes. So we're going up in a Kingston after the hurricane.
In terms of, well, Kingston, all right. Kingston, um, well, garbage collection, rain, price of food stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I go down, some are go down, some are up.
Okay.
crime situation. Police TSAC in trouble.
Police door. People in the chat say lots of party. All right. So life is basically back to normal in Kingston, it sounds, right? Now, it is this time of year that we would normally say what do I call it now? Media appreciation gathering, right? And I just want to say, me hear the Prime Minister of Jamaica said that after the storm, things need to get back to normal. The storm took place in certain parts of the island, so you never take part in the main, in the capital, right? So we expect to see things happening as usual, right? So in some events in recent weeks after the storm, we hear them say, "All right, we're not gonna keep that." Like the Christmas things, then we hear them say, "All right, we're not gonna keep that, or we're gonna scale back on that because we're concerned about how things might look after the hurricane." No, it's all fine and good. The hurricane was in October 28th. Today now we're in the new year. We're in a January, I go on to February now. So the thing is, we can't keep on and continue like say we don't want to keep certain things and keep certain. Look here, the country and the country's business must go on. Yeah, it must go on. It's a new year now. We accept what happened to it with Melissa, right? And what we did in acknowledging, over the Christmas holiday, we're not gonna keep no big elaborate this, no big elaborate that, right? But we accept. Karen? Yeah, Karen, you're live.
Yeah,
We're having
you're thing I
trouble.
can't. I hear you, but you can't hear me.
It looks so, yeah. I'm glad you called though. We'll do it this way from your end. So you're live now. So I'm in the middle of talking about life going on as usual in Jamaica after the hurricane regarding upcoming events
Yeah, which one is for answer?
annual such as the annual media
Okay.
gathering. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I kind of think that
Who call
the
me?
government is kind of bending backwards to to avoid public suspicion. Not well, is that the public, but to avoid getting knocked down by the risers, them and the opposition, the 28 clowns them, and avoid criticism from people who nobody voted for, or
Okay.
who can't offer themselves for people to vote for them either because they would not be elected, from civil society and church people who have absolutely no relationship with what Jesus meant them to be. So I think the government has been dodging and from bullets that it is perceiving that would come at them if them decide to be normal.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth of the matter is the government must recognize that they are a government
Mm-hmm.
of 14 parishes, the entire Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 of those 14 parishes went through some hardships. But no parish actually got spared. There are people in Kingston who got damaged from rain. There are people in other parishes who lose 2 sheets of zinc or something. I mean, not as devastating as the other 4 parishes are. But the government can't continue to behave like it's just those 4 parishes make up the country, and they have to start get back things to normal.
Mm-hmm.
And if government don't get things back to normal, nothing can get back to normal. Then everybody go feel in a limbo. Certainly in Kingston, nobody don't feel. Everybody is normal. Everything is normal in Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the government that is creating this picture of weaving and bobbing and trying to dodge whatever bullet might come their way. And they need to damn stop it because life have to go on. So whatever calendar items that they have, they must proceed with those calendar items as national, as a mean for national normalcy. The Prime Minister himself has been demonstrating normalcy in his own actions and behavior.
Yes.
But I think they're afraid of them shadow, and I don't even know why. It is.
Your feel say them afraid of them shadow, or your feel say them afraid that them come under serious criticisms from the opposition? You don't think that's what it is?
That's what I mean. The attacks. They're afraid of the attacks.
Oh.
And I know the Prime Minister are afraid of the attacks because as they come out to them line, knock them down. But them still kind of little shaky about it. And they need to get them act together and just know that they're a government. They're a government. For them job is to chat crap. Let them continue to chat crap. Government continue to do what government does. Keep the calendar items that we are accustomed to. Don't throw up another calendar. You look stupid and weak and look like you're really not getting this thing together. If you keep avoiding calendar items in the name of whatever disaster Melissa did down in those 4 parishes, and you keep moving the calendar items, and stop it. Stop moving. It was a good decision to cancel the JLP conference.
Yes.
That would have been a major thing in terms of just moving people. You would not be able to do that. That would have been just total disaster. That look bad. So you cancel that. That's a good thing. But stop canceling things. Stop watering down things. Stop canceling things. Stop giving the impression that you try to take baby steps because 4 parish got knocked down by a natural disaster. Because it appears also that you're taking that blame. Like you're in charge of the elements and it is your fault. So you have to stand up and bend down and tie your shoes and go on with all kind of things in the hope that that opposition will come out with them foolishness. Whoever in the back,
Michelle,
please.
Oh, okay, all right.
So that's what I have to say. They need to start keeping the calendar items, and yes, they might let them get the feeling that them don't want to be in a festive mood. We should.
Yeah, because them set the tone for the country, so if them set the tone like them are the restriction, then the country will feel restricted.
Yes, but it is not only that, but you can't just change the calendar item. You think that when a disaster hit America and then postpone the Grammys and the Emmys and the Oscar and them reschedule them immediately after a couple of months and reschedule them. A couple of months and reschedule them right away. People don't postpone things. If a disaster had hit any places, not only postpone. There are calendar items. There are calendar items that make the democracy works and that makes the country run. You have to keep those calendar items. You can't keep moving them around.
True. The people in the chat, some of them must say them agree with you. Some people are wishing you happy birthday, belatedly.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you all.
Yes. So, we're looking forward.
Let me interrupt you for a second, Natalie. I noticed that Princess going in and out, and I suspect it's the same problem. So maybe you need to call her, and it looked like she was calling. So call her on the phone as well.
I've been trying to call her on the phone, but I don't think she's looking at her phone.
Well, she's supposed to hear it going.
All right, let me try add her. Oh, she's already added. She just need to answer. All right, so don't want to talk about the don't Westmoreland. The things them where the government give out. I think they're signing people up to get stuff, and I saw the people and basically a stampede. So they made have to kind of, I think they had to postpone it or something because there were so many people and it was so disorganized, or should I say, people made it so disorganized, right?
Yeah. Something in an echo.
Oh. So I'm wondering now if
Okay, I'm not hearing it again.
yeah, or you think the government are trick? Come I feel like say the government. Me no know. The people they must say. Me say the people they must say, cause the people them here talk it for true. The people they must say that the government kind of not pay the labor rights them no mind. I just say PNP them I get everything. You get that impression there?
You know, to be very honest, I have been out of I take myself out the loop of everything.
Okay.
I really I'm not following anything. Not even things that people send me. I hardly look at them. So I really don't know what's going on anywhere, quite frankly. Because, you know, this time of the year, I kind of take myself out of things until the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So, there are one or two things that come into my email and I make note of them. I'm a WhatsApp and I make note of them. I just don't feel like commenting on them right now, but I make note of them for future reference to say something. I hear somebody send me the crowd of people down in Westmoreland, and once again, the government have to be careful about not being seen as being divisive or favoring one side over the next. So they have to be seen as that. But then there's also the political realities that the government must never ever forget that you can't be government before you be politician. You have to be politician first, or run for something, get people to vote for you, and then you form government. So you have to keep that in mind as well. And while the risers them make up them nice about favoritism and people who not get elected in charge of things, make them chat. But fairly, truly, you want this thing to work, you have to think of two things. You have to think of the fact that you're a government and you must be seen in a particular way, yes? That's one thing. But the second thing you have to think of is that you have the political realities to deal with. And that is why government fail. Government always fail. Governments upon governments upon governments. Because every time they are faced with difficult decisions to be made, they choose the part where people are going to say, all right, government of fear. You listen to me, man. And that's why your government fall apart, or people start busting upon them government, people who support the government and went out and voted for them government, start making nice. Because you always want to rock back on what is safe. Stop trying to go back to what is safe. So yeah, you're going to push out some things to the people of Westmoreland. The whole of them poor and pauperized and dunched down there. For decades, them voting for one set of people who love talk about them love poor people. And their love for poor people is because the poor people are stupid and are going to vote for them. So all they have to say is that them love poor people and they must support the poor people because they don't want the poor people to have nothing. So the government must recognize that these set of people down in Westmoreland, who the man them who them vote for love them because them poor and stupid and don't live nowhere and them house board up and them get washed away because them life in a terrible state. They voted for those people. And therefore, you have to be cognizant of the fact that yeah, you're gonna help them. It is your responsibility as government to offer them some help. But for God's sake, don't let them browbeat you and bully you down that you're not going to help your people. You have to help your people. These are your foot soldiers. It is the same thing that got the PNP out of that 18-year thing. The fact that they're neglecting people who support them and voted for them. So this government has to be very careful about how them do that. Westmoreland people are some of the poorest people in this country.
Lord
and for
God.
decades they've been voting for some of for consistently for one set of people. And now that they have faced this kind of devastation that they're looking at, they have this government to look forward to. I don't believe they've ever been so taken care of in their life.
Macho, yes.
I don't believe the Western people have ever gotten some resources from government in their life.
Sad to say, but that's true.
I I don't believe they've ever been paid so much. I don't believe so much people have ever visited them and hugged them and asked them how them doing. And here's something here. By the way, here, you know, I'm glad to see your life, how things going. Yes, something here. And I don't believe they've ever had this before in their entire life.
Till all them want house. Till all them want house.
Some of them want house, they live nowhere.
Oh,
They
God.
live nowhere. They voted consistently for PJ, except in 1980. Then they voted for everybody else, and them go vote for them 2 man who run and left them constituency where them lose, and give them that power again. And here is the government that they rejected, that they did not vote for, that they did not choose to make them life better. This government is now making their lives better. And they are here receiving it and hugging it up. But the government must also remember that there are people there who voted for you. And they also need to be involved, and the people who are in charge of that, the JLP leadership must also be in a position to help their people. So don't make them stop Dayton Campbell and Ian is frightened. You wait until January done. Stop make Dayton Campbell and Ian rub them like a frozen mouth pound.
So well on there.
I'm afraid of them.
When January done, we not go pitch tent down there.
Me? That belongs down there.
Yeah, below. Guys, breaking news. Breaking news, guys. Karen I go build house down at Westmoreland. Lord God. No, sir. So Karen, PG no take one vehicle and go down there, go heal up the people them and say hi to them or nothing.
Well, let me not. We don't know about that, but I could say, I can say that I believe that PG might, I am not 100% certain, but having had a conversation with one person, a leader in a community, PG might have asked 1 or 2 people, touch base with 1 and 2 people that him know, and want to know how they are, and him probably say, I'll continue to give them.
That no bad.
You know?
That no bad.
No, I do believe that. I don't know for certain, but it seems so to me.
Okay. Lord have mercy. So Karen, give the people them in the diaspora we are listening tonight. But them are listening from overseas, and them not really sure the mood of the country. 3 months almost? Almost 3 months after the election. Give them a little snippet of what you have observed this far after the storm. The mood, because me hear Liz in the chat right here, so too. Me hear Liz say food a go down. You gonna market?
Listen to me, man. I want you to listen to me something very seriously. Last weekend, sweet pepper was $1,500 a pound. This weekend, sweet pepper is $600 a pound.
Oh.
Last weekend, I also went into the supermarket and saw 2 sweet pepper, 2 little flimsy sweet pepper in that little package thing for $800. I got down there yesterday, I saw them for $250. See, 2, 3 little for $200 and something dollars. So there. But let me back up a bit from the food thing, because the people in the diaspora and the whole country, the leaders of the world know what I'm about to say. They are aware and they know. No doubt in my mind. Ever since September 3rd, there has been a wind of change in Jamaica. The wind of change brought some kind of calmness to the island. There's a level of calmness in people's demeanor, in people's daily going about. Communities seem to be, there's something so real about it. Calm and people going about their business. It appears that more people finding something to do, if it's even for 2 or 3 days a week. It appears that more people getting work. And I say that them have jobs, them getting work. And I'm using just a couple of communities to judge. I go to Juicy Black, I buy peanut porridge. Occasionally, if I'm driving past, I stop and get a porridge or trust a porridge from Josie. Occasionally I beg a porridge, whatever. I do that. So and I park up at the top of the Marvel. It's Marvel in my barn. Who could have in my barn? And Josie Black is on West Main Drive, which is the main drive for go anyway in a Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm observing what I usually see on a Saturday morning at Juicy Black, entertainers and big singers and all kind of big name people come by porridge and other people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there was something last week or the week before. There was something there at Juicy Black. There was a whole lot of people buying porridge, but also there were certain people that's buying porridge for certain people.
Oh.
And there are there's some community people went there, and some other people buying porridge for the community people. And I'm not saying it's a strange thing. I'm just saying that there's an air of comfort, of knowing that things are better as it is now, or it has been better and it's getting better.
Mm-hmm.
There's an air of knowing that I'm going to be all right, or we are going to be all right. There's an air of thankfulness. And I do believe also that whatever is happening in America is affecting people's mindset as well in that people are feeling more. I overheard a conversation, a young man was sitting on the road out there, so boy man, with general, that's how William, boy, who do I listen now? That kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
So there is that. But there's an air in the country, all around, everywhere you go. There's an air of comfort, that people feel good that the 413,000 Jamaicans made an absolutely good choice in choosing Jamaica. And people feel, come here on Reddit's road and the chicken pan them. I mean, this will never empty yet, but there is a new life in it.
Yeah.
There's something else that has been added to it. I kid you not. I am not dreaming, I'm not delusional. You hear nobody talk about things dear anymore, and boy, things are expensive and food expensive. Price market relatively full last night. I mean, it's mountain and basically and it's Friday. But there was also an air of comfort. As I say, calmness. It is eerie. Sometimes it feels a little eerie.
Well,
but there is that. There's laughter.
To be honest, after the hurricane,
there's a lot of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
The young men them on the bikes. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of camaraderie. It is surreal, I say, but that is the mood. That's the mood of a country. And I remember one last thing. I remember before election, somebody very important in this country, a very important man. One top of our said, "Tell us never know Mark Wolin until him a big man."
Lord God.
So him told me, he said to me, he asked me before the election, said, "How you think this thing going to come out?" And I said to him, say, "No, I think it's after the poll. I wanna done on this." Delusional polls.
Well, last you sit down. Dan still at Jamaica?
And we done hide from.
Oh.
That no one we see him. That no say anybody else can see him and him all right. But once we see him, that going to be all right.
Lord
so that hide from we. And I got that from good source and that I hide from we. So and when Dan came out with this delusional poll, he asked me. He said, he said that on the forum. You say you have a seat. And said, so what you think? Tell me honestly, man, what you think? Man? Tell me what you think, man. I'm going to say, listen to me, man. I don't know what Dan doing. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know who I'm talking to. But there is a air there's something in the air. When you go out there in the country, you don't get the feeling that people want to make this change. That's exactly what I told him. Without any scientific evidence, I said to him that it's just not in the air. And when the people are going to make a change at the polls, you feel it months before, weeks
you
before.
You
sure
do. Feel it. Yeah, man, for
yes,
sure.
Man, it's a pulse, man. It's
every
a
time, every single
yes.
time.
Yeah, but the air consistently the year from about April, from about April 2024, the year shifted.
Yeah.
And something began to settle. After the local government elections, I'm starting to start go up on the road, go look for people, and start make him look at people friend them, and have up a woman or him up and borrow him. Yeah, from them time there, the years shifted.
Yeah.
And it maintained right up until September 3rd. And that's what I told him when he asked me. Well, that is a feeling now that's going around. People are comfortable. They're not exactly rich, nobody not rich yet. Some are. Nobody don't get where they go yet, quite there. But them get the feeling that they're on them way and there's opportunity for them to be on them way. Lisa Hanna was right. Jamaica was in an excellent position. Before the election, we just said that. Jamaica is in excellent position to make these strides. It is happening. It is happening.
I like what you say about what is going on, not just in the US, but between the US and the world. Cause you see how the Europeans them, one day them and America war, one day Canada and America war, everybody a war, America war. America left the WHO, all kind of something a go on. So right now, the immigrant them over here, me hear them and say the same thing. I say, boy, over the side they are rough right now. And people are looking for return to Jamaica. Because remember, after the hurricane, we heard that, we're going to have a food crisis. We have to go, we have to go this, we have to go that. Food was one of the main concerns. People are concerned about food security. And it turned out that things are just normal. You understand? And considering what we suffered after the hurricane, I was saying the same thing. Me, I said, boy, at some point in time, the food will become a problem. But no, it's not like that. So kind of, it's like, boy, I mean, I know God really bless Jamaica for true. Liz, you have anything to say on that topic here?
Yeah.
Liz, yes, come in, Liz. Have you been hearing?
Yeah, I mean, I listen, but I don't know what somebody take control of my phone, say just chip in when it's ready and then chip out again.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Oh, which topic is that? The general situation?
Yeah, man, with Karen. Follow up what Karen has said about the mood of the country. How many? Almost 3 months later.
I was talking to I made a call today to Nikki, saying how are you? And Nikki was saying, boy, the parish is affected, mainly Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth. Nikki was saying they're still in a sort of mental shell shock because never in their how much years they experienced Gilbert came, but this one there was a difference, a vast difference. So mentally, the mental strength is really under serious pressure. The mental capacity of the people is under serious pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And Nikki was saying that, boy, right now, nobody no good. JLP, PMP, nobody no good. And she says she's with family and she just lick down our place. But the general mental state needs some sort of coordination, some sort of appeasement, to them come in, and because they what you're getting from the elected representative is they are more focused on a quarrelsome situation rather than really looking at the people.
Yeah, true.
In Westmoreland, there are 3 MPs, and there are circumstances that needs to be related. Because I said to Nikki today, look, it doesn't really matter who is the MP. You're entitled to, as a citizen who is a taxpaying citizen, you're entitled to be given assistance and go to the MP and talk to the MP and demand your right. And, there is a situation now where the onus for the riser leader is more on the parliamentary procedure and the finances of certain things rather than he is still not, I mean, a shell shock, I think, because he's still not, there's still no relating to the situation in Westmoreland.
Mm-hmm.
There's no relationship that the opposition, the risers group seems more obsessed with the fact that they are where they are rather than get the people, go to the people, be with the people, see that because the process to build back the situation should be moving faster.
Mm.
And then the government making some missteps. For example, if you are going to, I agree with Warmington. Warmington is a gem.
You agree with
If
Warmington with what?
With the church, I agree with everything
Jesus.
Warmington said. And Warmington is a gem. If you are going to give $75 million to the church for a cleanup situation, do it in a way that it combines and fuses into the general public space where St. Elizabeth Technical has been devastated, school, St. Hilda's, and the rest of schools in the western end. They have been devastated. It was horrible to see the news last night on our Friday. Last night was Friday night, right? On what school name in the high school in St. James. The feces situation is running into the schoolyard.
Oh my
right
gosh.
outside.
Mm.
And it's just horrible. And then to have that situation and nothing is being done, in St. James there are 5 MPs. All 5 MPs are government MPs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was unfortunate to see that news item. So you should not have announced a $75 million to the church.
No, don't forget side chick Nick.
Eh?
She said, "Don't forget side chick Nick." She talked about Nikisha Burchell.
She's she's what she's doing. She's what do you call it now? She's press release MP. Because if me a MP and the devastation of Melissa was devastating. Me not have no time for the press. Me gone in my constituency. And when me start move, the press come find me because they must for that ear. But you keep getting this is a magnitude of press release. And as we say, Mount Albernia, the school name, high school, I'm wear blue and white.
Mm-hmm.
The feces, no, see, I don't even know sure it's whose constituency. But you get a sense of what you call it. It's not even deja vu. Nobody now move, and the situation that can be a cholera outbreak. It's serious.
You know what I see Burchell do. I see she have one iron board with iron some clothes for photo apps. So them style it. Boy, them not ready for the people them yet. And it's sad.
That is what I am saying.
But look here, for
saying.
Elections have consequences, so you can't come and say, boy, you're bad for the people them. If I see the people them put down shadow foolishness, elections have consequences. Not so, Michelle?
Well, that may be so, but then when you think say the people them election have consequences and you get some result, you're shocked.
Yeah.
Because the people go back and put back the same pressure. Because all it needs, I'm going to give you an example. I may not like it, but Lisa Anna walked away. Lisa, may I agree with Lisa? Dangerous threats. Lisa walked away. But on the very next day, when me I got on with my neighbor, when we reach certain point, we back up for about 10, 15 minutes in a traffic. Simple, all dead man on the road, man get leaked down in dead. We have everything there. But when we have got on, we hear that Lisa in the line of traffic too, come out our vehicle, start chop because the road with it black bad. Start chop with tree, chop with this, and Lisa carried on house. used to carry down food, used to carry down this, a whole lot of things. No, Lisa never look photo ops because I know the person find her. But Lisa did, that's what I'm saying. Instead of come for this with these photo ops, the situation is in the people are in a shell shock. So get going, get doing. Don't come answer to the people and say, all right, me have 4 council division. Come in on a council division, the council are going to get to work, but them isolated. The councillors have been isolated, the parish councils have been isolated.
And that's the
by
thing
the
too.
government.
Me glad you say that, because in a time like this now where you have so much crisis, you don't see the council them and the mayor them should have endless work for you right now, but you don't really see them a lot.
No, because they have been isolated for these photo ops and press releases.
Lord
The
jeez.
councillors are closest thing to the communities. So the councillors should have been given priority notice. The church, you shouldn't hear about 75 million to the church. You should have hear about 75 million for when the Minister of Agriculture constituency in St. Elizabeth and film for councillors 75 million share up them enough for them division and then start rebuilding them division. But the councils have been totally isolated. We woke up Swebe. We have Karen and come up. Me, Karen and Michelle have come up. We woke up Swebe. Where you come from, Swebe? St. Elizabeth. I used to go Monroe. Right? And I think in Barn and St. Elizabeth. I come from St. Elizabeth. Swebe Kingston Mayor. Him gone down. So the problem is
hold on, where you say him go down, they go do?
Him go down, they go carry things from him is mayor of Kingston and St.
Me know.
But
So I work him I carry things go down a parish down, sir.
Yes, him carry things gone. I sent him. He was down in St. Elizabeth that day when we met him, right? And I am saying it is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because Jess is the only seat rise I have in St. Elizabeth. But the councillors for the parishes has been isolated.
So why them not talk? Why them not talk?
I don't know why they are not saying anything. But the situation is not being properly handled, and it is caught. Me appeal for the Mount Albernia school because
if I might just drop in just a little bit, because I don't know what information Princess have regarding councillors being isolated. Now, my experience in politics and councillors, because councillors are hustlers, and all of them are hustlers. They can always pretend to be everything else, but they want to be hustlers.
Papa Jesus.
So let me just clear something up. If they are being isolated, or if they were, as Liz said, being isolated, why they wouldn't stop chat? They wouldn't stop talk. So based on what I do not hear, I am going to assume, and I believe my assumption is right based on my experience, that councils are being included in whatever program the government is doing, whether through the MP or through the ministry. I know for a fact that Minister Desmond McKenzie are dealing with them councillors.
You see them, Karen, you see them out there, right?
I said the whole of them are female councillors.
Oh.
How much councillors across the country? 220, how much? 8?
About that, yes.
Is it 228?
Over 200.
Yeah. The whole of them are Desmond councillors. And Desmond out there every single day I deal with them councillors. So I don't know where, I'm not beating down Lynn's information, but I don't know where she's getting all of that from. And if they were totally isolated, with ears couldn't eat grass, they would have find some way to step on social media, talk how nobody not talk to them, and them not get nothing. Them they're quiet. You know why they're quiet? Not only are they getting resources, they might thief some of it too. So that's how them operate. Them stay quiet when they might get resources and them know they might thief some. So I am just throwing that out completely, what Liz is saying. Not saying she's lying, but I'm throwing it out because I know them very, very well. They're quiet because money in them and them are thief. So them know what them are doing. And that's by looking after his councillors for them to be active in their communities. I don't know. I can't see a government like the one Andrew Old is leading, doing this recovery in those 4 parishes and not include the local representatives who have more power than the member of parliament. The local
Maybe
representatives, the
look here
councillors,
now.
have far more power than the member of parliament.
Maybe
I don't
me,
say every effort without them.
maybe
But
some of
before
them
you
I
go any
get.
further, I tell you, I want to big up some people. I don't want to forget.
All
Please,
right,
just give me a
go
chance.
ahead, go ahead.
We meet a lot of people, and when they meet me, it's all of us, all three of us, they want to big up. And it seems that I'm meeting more and more people down by the mall or Price Mart. And I want to big up Carol and Angie, whom I met in the supermarket maybe two weeks ago or so, or that. And I met the lovely Shawana. Nice to have met you ladies. And of course, Audrey, my mother's first name. It was so lovely to meet you, Audrey. And then yesterday, I met Marvelyn or Marvelly. I want you to forgive me, please. I really don't remember if it's Marvelyn or Marvelly. Whatever it is, I met you. You're lovely. It was great to meet you. And I did tell the ladies that you said you love and you watch us. And Curtis also as well. So I want to big up those people. So Natalie, you and Michelle need to send out a big up to these people as well.
Yes, man. Everybody who listen to Jamaica Politics Uncover, listen to Karen, listen to Michelle, Jamaica 411. I know because when I'm on the ground, people are not afraid to come up and say, listen, may I hear you not talk the right things, And I just want to say we appreciate you guys, not just listening, but spreading the word and telling your friends and, letting us know that we are doing a good service by speaking truth to power out here and try to, defend our country when our country come under attack with this propaganda and this misinformation, disinformation. So you guys continue. Don't ever be afraid to see we are road and heel way up. So where you see them carrying in the supermarket?
Yeah, supermarket, Price Mart. I even met a nice guy over by Juicy Black.
Okay.
When I was doing a Friday one morning. I don't remember it's a Friday or Saturday morning. I met a nice guy. I didn't get his name, but lovely to have met you as well, sir. And I hope
but you know, to my surprise, me never know say I saw Jamaica people them did in tune with them politics and them, so especially the man them, Them in tune,
The men are more involved than the women. Michelle said something to them, no?
Michelle? Let me see. Sometimes she in and out on this thing. Oh, there she is.
No, man.
Yeah, Michelle, you have anything to say to your people them? Or to we people them?
Yes, man. So I don't think I had big up the people on the pro. When I started, big up everybody, all the warriors that tuned in. We're happy to see you. When take back the chat, Happy New Year to everybody. I don't know who I supposed to big up, but I want to big up everybody with big here. And thank you all very much for tuning in. Yes.
Yes, yes.
And I will have the name next time written down. I think I want to big up Moses, Moses Campbell in the Cayman Islands. How do you do Moses? And everybody else I'm gonna write down the name and then make a a full what should I say now? Hello.
All right. Well, I want to say something about the Sylvia situation. Maybe I talked about it before no come on, about look at technical difficulty in the beginning. I don't know what you guys think about the verdict of Noel Maitland this week, considering just circumstantial evidence. The prosecutor, I don't know what you guys think about her, but the circumstantial evidence that they use, nobody. And now with Sylvia case a come up now, the risers them a get panic because them a send out some dangerous disinformation and call up Juliet Holness name and say she unalive Melissa. I don't know why them a do that. But to me, it look like say people are catch them afraid. People who endorse them kind of something here, them a catch them afraid against the jurors. I think we've come a long way with jurors in Jamaican jury, and Sylvia is going back to trial February 2nd. So we kind of see a little ear of fear, you know. So what do you think? What do you think this was a justified verdict? I want to think about the prosecutor.
I expect Michelle to come in and talk with that.
Yeah, she may attack.
Oh, well, sadly, I was not following the case. What was said before, I wasn't following the case. Except verdict. Anyway, they said I'm going to
Mm,
appeal. Don't know what I'm going to appeal yet. So I suppose we done that.
yeah.
But what them saying, say, understands how him account for the blood that was found here. What him say happen?
Him say Donnelly had a miscarriage and him and her did intimate on the balcony and I saw the blood reaching there.
Lord have mercy, the Lord. Think up for some other excuse. Hmm?
Him say a little drop. Everybody a little drop of blood.
Then
I
if
mean
you
feel laugh,
don't need a miscarriage. If it's a drop of blood, you don't need a miscarriage to account for it. So something not quite right with that story.
well,
Anyhow,
yeah.
if he was doing it for somebody else, well, it's serve him right.
Mhm. All right, so I guess we'll see what happens with Sylvia going forward because what me I say now is that this a prosecution, yeah. Them supposed to do a good job because without a body, they would have had to put all their circumstantial evidence together in a way that they presented a convincing situation where make the jury them come back with a guilty verdict. Now, if you look at Sylvia case now, you
Who
have the
was the
body, you have the
prosecutor?
forensic, you have the ballistic, you have the cover up, you have little bit of blood them. So to me, there is no escape. Me not mean for call it, but I just saw me see it.
Who was the prosecutor in the case with this guy?
What did you say?
What's the name of the prosecutor?
What's her name again, Karen?
I don't know.
I think a Thompson. Liz, you know her name?
Yeah, but me remember it now. Is it DPP?
Yeah.
Was it
DPP. She
DPP?
was
I think she in Campbell, you know.
Me soon tell you know what she
I don't
name. Her
remember.
name is Claudette Thompson. I was right.
Thompson.
Thompson she name. Yeah, Miss Claudette
Mm.
Thompson.
She was the one that carried prosecution.
Yes,
Yeah.
she spoke afterwards, you know.
Lady team.
So she damn good.
She did.
Let me
She
make
did an interview.
well on there. Let me make on hear what she said just after the verdict came down, because she spoke very briefly. She's very humble. She's certainly not no Paula. I know me just I realize that Paula is a force to be reckoned with in terms of having a presence and having Paula was just such a colorful, just boy may I tell you no. Hey, they made have to eat Paula. But
Her father gave her that.
you didn't know her father?
No, but me read her story.
Oh, let me see if I can get here she is. She spoke. Has to say. I was a bit surprised. Hold on there. But I guess by the end of it, she clarified herself. I'm not sure how I'm feeling now. It's not what I expected in terms of feelings because now I'm feeling sad. It's almost as if it's a confirmation that Dominic is really gone. So it's not a moment for us to rejoice. It's an acceptance that the jurors, I think, returned the correct verdict. So we are comforted by that. But there's no rejoicing, there's no happy, because Donnelly is dead. Mother has lost her. Yes, but we always do. We always put in a lot of work. Whoever the deceased is, whoever the victim is, we always put in a lot of work. And this was a team effort. Yeah, man, she look like she's not really the talkative type. And she said she definitely not have a presence. Eh?
Think we should give her a chance and see how she wet off. This is just her wetting her foot. So let's give her a chance and see how she go in the job.
No, but what I am saying is, even though she don't have that personality, our work just spoke for her. That's what I'm saying.
She has been in the department
Yeah.
for quite a number of years, you know.
Where
She
is
has
it?
been in the department for quite a number of years. She works with Jeremy. Jeremy's off to him gone DPP, and he's now DPP in another Caribbean island. But she has been here for a number of years. And she's sort of familiar with the office, although it has lost quite a few. Oh, all right. On the Maitland trials thing, first of all, I stand by what I said about the councillors and the situation. On the Maitland thing now, Maitland really presented the case for it's guilty verdict for the jurors. He really presented.
Well, Sam shouldn't take the stand, right? Me not think he should take the stand.
No,
I have an idea that.
I think in bully him.
That's possible, very possible.
Yeah, man, in bullying him because he's there's a thing, you know, the personality of a sociopath.
Lord
right?
God.
They are very good. Them can charm you. Them can charm you in such a way that it is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
And when Maitland said they don't find the phone, his phone has not been found. It's not under the body. As the prosecutor pointed out, his phone has disappeared. Then he went to attack the neighbor, asking the neighbor to erase, because the neighbor had everything live on the camera outside his home. And then the 4 or 3 different explanation of why so much blood was in the apartment. So Maitland actually solved the case for them. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And it is not.
The only thing I can say about Maitland case is that the guilty verdict was probably unavoidable. It was the only thing that they could get, because there's just nowhere else to look.
Mm-mm.
There was nothing else pointing in any direction.
Actually.
Everything points in the one direction.
That's a good observation, Karen.
Yeah. And if you watch Law and Order and Matlock and all them, you know that when there are other places to look and other cases and a case to be made against or for somebody else or for another possible suspect, then a guilty verdict is not so easy to come by. But there, in his case, there is absolutely none. There's nowhere to look. And him was it, and that he has been it from the beginning, and he was going to end up being it unless some other it had presented itself. And after all of these months upon months and years of investigation, no other it presented itself. So there was logically no.
And
no
that's
other,
and that's
no
the
other
truth. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of man not understand that, you know. You see, once you and a woman there, or once you are the last person seen with a woman, or you seen with a woman, if something happened to the woman, nobody not now look nowhere else, you know.
No,
Because even the very husband where the woman are there with, if sitting happen to the woman, all of your husband did outside of the country, him force, don't it?
The first suspect.
Him are the first and
always
only
the first,
suspect
yeah.
until them get
Yeah,
other
yeah,
information, if there's more information out there. So
Yeah.
that is
And I'm
true.
sure there was other things, but it never pointed anywhere else except to him.
Right, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, now that Princess summed it up nicely for us and told us what occurred in the case.
Yeah.
That business of him going to the neighbor and telling them to erase what is on the camera. And the neighbor came forward and gave that evidence. Then that kind of sew it up. Plus, the young lady went into his apartment and never came back out.
That's all.
Mm-mm.
So what
That's all
Karen said
it
was
is.
there's nobody else to look at. They had to prove that somebody else went into the apartment or she came out. And there was no evidence.
Lord Jesus, and then nobody.
In the case of Silvera, no matter what the risers, them and this ugly mouth, water mouth, fool them have coming out on TikTok and doing all kind of a dance and calling up Mrs. Holness' name. No matter what they come with, it's the same thing. It's just the same thing. There's no other place to look. There is no other source, no other information, no other evidence, not even a semblance of other evidence that could point anywhere else except at Mark Golding's chief of security. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Dalian Silvera, Mark Golding, chief of security. Everything of his wife's death point exactly to him. There's no other. The needle, the justice needle can't seem to shake anywhere else because there's nothing else to look at. There was no boyfriend. There was no maybe boyfriend. There was no girlfriend. There was no maybe girlfriend. There was no money worries borrowed from nobody. There was no suspicion of having an extramarital affair. There was nothing else. Everything lined up to him.
Well,
it's the same thing going to meet.
Karen, the report of the natural cause of death. All right, so the case done for me, you know.
How you talk about, man?
Them say natural cause, natural cause.
I want his mom to die.
As a witness, I hope the DPP call Mark Golding as a witness to tell the court exactly in the exact words that Silvera said to him as the first person that he called after him killed the woman. Mark Golding, because he was the one who revealed Melissa's death to the world.
Mark Golding talked before the police them.
But say, let us not forget that the very first person to reveal that Melissa is no longer with us was Mark Jefferson Golding. Him same one.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who revealed it all to us by offering condolences to his chief of security, Dalian Silvera. So the prosecution need to call him to relate to the exact words that Silvera said to him.
And find out where he got the information from, what time he got the information, and what the information was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That because if the prosecution no call Mark Golding to this time, I go down there with my placard.
We're not gonna protest.
No,
we all watch Matlock. We all watch Law and Order. We're watching these shows from What We Kill Philip. Believe you me when I tell you this, there is absolutely no way that the Law and Order people them would not go to court in this case without calling him. Are you reveal it?
Mark Golding should be witness number one. Witness number one.
Yes. But the witness list. It's not the police announce it. It's you.
No. But interestingly, ladies, at no point, at no time during the information that has made it in experience, has Silvera been separated from the house with the body. At no point. And
he was the only one there.
Right. With the children, with the boys. He was the only one with the boys. And then he also is the one who tampered with the crime scene by making, I think it was about 20 calls he made. And the calls were all made from inside the house, with a film cell phone or whoever cell phone. But he made all those calls. He called Mark Golding, he called Dr. Dawes, he called, the list goes on and on and on. A little bit of blood, him called this, and I understand a little bit of blood coma here. And then them what paid her off. He called his brother and his brother's wife. They are in
Princess. Those are people down the witness list. Me talk about witness number one.
Yeah,
witness number one. Who Silvera called after him call witness number one? It's totally irrelevant. His witness number one told the world that Melissa is no longer with us.
Then hold on there. So Bobby Montague supposed to come testify to you, in my opinion.
Yeah, but Bobby Montague is not witness number one.
No. I'm a witness number one.
Mark Golding is witness number one.
Yeah.
He revealed it to the world. Everybody across the entire world who knew Melissa, heard from him first.
And
with a medical diagnosis. With a medical diagnosis.
With a conclusion as to how she died.
Yeah.
The prosecution, if the prosecution ever made the mistake of not calling Mark Golding, girl, be hell and powderhouse in this country.
well, what about Alfred Dawes? Because a little bit of blood say he was there. And he was the doctor out there.
You don't know where you depend on, but me depend on Mark Golding as a first witness.
Yeah.
The first witness who told us that Melissa died, and she died from a what was it again?
Natural.
And even where you from? Him first.
She died peacefully. Lord Jesus.
Died peacefully from natural cause. Him first we need to hear from. We want to know the prosecution.
How he knew to do peacefully? Who told him that?
When you put out, the prosecution asked him, like, you know, and one of the guys will ask him that they showed him, you know, at the time when you put out that statement to say that Melissa has passed peacefully from natural causes, were you aware? Did you have any suspicions that she was shot and killed by your chief of security?
Yes. Them there are some critical questions, you know. Yeah, break up 411.
He must have visited the
Where was?
and saw the body.
Possibly. Did you visit?
You know what they need to do? On a serious note. You know what else they need to do? Just a little bit of blood. If she say that she little bit of blood at Melissa nose and them something there, I think Jamaica must let the FBI transfer her back to Jamaica to come testify.
No, she must be on the list. She must be on the list.
Yeah.
No way
She had to see Melissa's body.
No, she would be witness number 3.
Who are
because
two?
Mark is 1, Dawes is 2, find him little cell guard the care woman dead. And she'll be 3. I think Bobby Montague will be 4.
Bobby Montague never go up there, though. I will up there them for call.
We just want to know, the prosecutors want to know from Mark Golding, how did you get this call? What time did you get this call?
Maybe a bunting calling.
As a politician, how did Mr. Silvera sound to you, your chief of security? How did he sound to you when he told you all of that?
Was he worried? Where did he say? Where? Remember, Parchment. Where Parchment did say again? Parchment said, Silvera tell him say Melissa died on the floor, and then him tell somebody say she died in his arms. All kind of mix up, yeah.
We just want to know where Mark Golding get film information from, and was he aware that Melissa was killed by Silvera with 3 gunshots? We want to know all of those things because I input all information to the world. We did not know. We would not have known until the police tell us, but in tell way.
But another thing that they would need to ask him is if he had gone to the scene. Everybody and his wife seem to have been there. And if he said no, the question is why? Why is it that he didn't go? Remember saying get the information first enough.
Okay.
So why is it that he didn't go?
Yes.
More so concerned about his friend. To go console him and give him condolences. That's very interesting.
Never go. Who said never go?
No, I don't think he did.
Well, let's do the Bronx out in the court. Who said never go? Because the police officer, what that was called, said when he went, the police officer tell how much people him see. And there again, there was another. When the police officer saw the scene, the police officer said, no, something is wrong here. And then people start having conversation with him, trying to bribe him. So it's an interesting case.
Yes. I tell us that somebody need to write a book about the case when it finish, or at least start a book, because we have never seen anything like this in the history of crime solving in Jamaica. And that's why I say, bad to bad, we police them. We don't really like to give them credit, but you see the people that must solve this a murder, ya guys. May I tell you now, we have to give them flowers. Because how is it that 30 days later after the forensic done, then come back and say a homicide and another died in her sleep. Me first year say Melissa died, me call about 3 people. Me say, oh no, know if Melissa having any medical condition? Everybody said no. And you know what me say out of social media? Me said this death need to be investigated. Treated like a homicide.
Well, Karen was the first one that went out there and said that Sylvia.
And a Karen first come out and say Sylvia do it, eh?
But gentle people, I'm a law and order show for both. I like the police cases, serious. And nowhere in the world I've watched all of the things themselves for the longest while. All of the police series them. No, the man was so him and Maitland, they are both psychopaths because Maitland do it, film murder, film rape. But this man push the gun.
Lord, Liz, make one nobody try him out here. Do me, I beg you. Do.
All right, insert the gun.
Yeah.
That means it's a mastermind murderer, that Murder, she wrote. The team. Nobody knows see that. Never see that, And you couldn't see it neither. That is a psychopath. Deadly psychopath.
So Wolande, besides all of that, he has one of the best criminal attorneys in the country.
So
I'm just saying.
Champagne in Northrop. We have to tell your lawyer the truth, remember? For them tell the case, you have to confess to them. And when name Maitland lawyer, the lead lawyer, thousand statement and place till they say, yeah, he did it.
But look here, hey, hold on, stick a pin right there, so. Uno know say, uno most famous lawyer, a 2 case him lose now for the PNP, Wildman, Wildman lose a case.
No,
wait no man.
Wildman is not.
Wait no man, Wildman lose the case with Buchanan against the Prime Minister, and he can lose the JTA president, former JTA president. She lose a case today now, Wildman are a liar too.
Wildman wanted to be, remember Wildman wanted to be DPP, I never get it, him go away. Him leave Jamaica and go away, go do, him going to Wildman, him good because he had a service long time and him win some cases, yes, but Wildman is back home and carrying a
vengeance.
But he's not. He don't support the PNP. He never has. But Wildman is him just not take any case. Him take him depend rural them thing too,
Mm-hmm.
And they try to get it dismissed. And the court said, no way, there's a case to answer.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
But me here say, a good source tell me say, from him lose the case with Buchanan against the Prime Minister, is like him know himself again.
No man, well him earn, but him know said that there was him couldn't get that go nowhere. Him know that. But him is a lawyer, he's a big lawyer, former deputy director of prosecution. So and him name well famous and him fee not cheap because them lawyer they have 4,000 or something else. Very expensive. Them lawyer the champagne is the thousands, the late 2 ladies are gone and some other big names they have.
Mm-hmm.
Them KD Knight, criminal lawyers, them things are cheap. So Wildman earned. Cause Wildman did do the Ponzi scheme. He was defending what name? Hill, Carlos, the brother for him a film lawyer too. And Wildman trick the people and say, yeah man, find some money, and then nothing and so he making back him name in Jamaica, but I don't know if he used to follow him. He was in the DPP office long before father. And him, when Pantan get it, him get vexed and go away.
Mm-hmm.
and in Jamaica and come back.
Mm-hmm.
I
Well,
was
make
driving
us.
somewhere recently. You can hear me?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was I was driving somewhere recently. I don't remember where I was driving. And then me turn to corner when me look a while man that me see in a him lawyer thing. So it looked like it was a crime scene that him and other colleague went to visit. And I
Mm-hmm.
saw him, remember sometime when, year before last, when the Casca started with Mark Bowling. And when I saw him just a few days ago, I can't believe how him man look mash up. He look old, age,
Mm.
age.
Game a
But
big man, a long time in the boat. Long time
Yeah,
in the boat.
but
guys,
he look so
guys,
age
wanna think,
than I'm son.
wanna think about the because we were talking about the upcoming, or what we hope is the upcoming media appreciation gathering. So in light of that, wanna think about what the Gleaner do with Floyd Green last week.
What the green I did with Floyd last
I
week?
don't
I
know,
have
but
been
I
able to.
didn't, I didn't, I didn't,
Oh,
I didn't.
Princess should not speak on anything to do with the government. All right. What
Why
did
not?
Gleaner do? What did the Gleaner do with Floyd Green, Natalie?
Well, the Gleaner them come out, come try to implicate him in the Auditor General's report to make it seem like he was in charge when, you know, unaccounted unaccounted things were happening at the ministry, and then put up film picture, and they failed to tell the audience that the time that the audit was done, Floyd Green was not at the ministry. So him threatened if sue them, and them come out and put out one something, say them apologize, then retract, they corrected the article. I personally think that's reckless journalism because you're not doing any investigative work, right? But you see, sometime, you might retract, you might say you're sorry, but the damage is already done. You understand?
Which is
So,
what Matalan does best. Which is what Matalan does best. If no is lie,
mm-hmm,
if no is not true, and if no him probably will take it back. But if no once him plaster that headline there with
mm-hmm,
the minister's picture, it will already be lodged in people's brain.
mm-hmm,
Right there. Right there, if I, when I call it if a campus, it will lodge right there,
mm-hmm.
and people will not forget that. So Matalan know exactly what he's doing. And Matalan, apart from Mark Golding, Matalan is the other person in this country who cannot yet recover from the fact that they spend so much money going after Andrew Holness. Not the government, not the government policies, not anything the government might be doing to harm the country and they were offered any better. Not anything like that people would normally campaign about. They spent the better half of almost 5 years trying to villainize Mr. Holness, and they failed. So apart from the fact that Mark Golding can't come to terms with the fact that he failed yet, Matalan is the next one who can't come to terms that he failed. And so he has continuously been putting out these headlines, the simplest of things. He put out these headlines for people who not subscribe to his Gleaner, so them that will read the whole thing. Him just need to touch people's brain and with something, and once him touch that, then he no need to do anything else about it. The contract disbursement in government ministries has been a sore point for many, many decades as to how contracts are issued, and there's a process that people have to follow for the issuance of contract. And while there is a process, and it seemed to be a little not so solid a process in terms of want to achieve the point of oversight of no shenanigans in it. While that may also be true, Matalan and the rest of them need to understand that the people of this country elected a government, and we have to constantly remind them of that. We have to remind them, because these are the things that they have gotten away with for decades, because there was no social media, and the Jamaican people were relying on these little white Jamaican men to produce news, to feed us information that we used to just suck it up and say it must be true. Don't forget that was just JBC and the Gleaner, and then Mr. Mutsua came with the Observer, and then Mr. Matalan decided to buy out every single one of those media and conglomerate them into one thing that's in control. So therefore, anything going out is what he wants to go out, and what is his view of what is going out. And before this, what we have now, social media and YouTube, and so much Jamaicans being engaged in the political process and all the politics and the government work. Before
independent media, we name independent media.
Independent media, yes, they get away with it. Now them can't get away with it because the Jamaican people understand that the minister in a ministry is the ultimate power. Yeah, the permanent secretary is there for checks and balances and to ensure that processes are followed. But the minister must be able to say to the permanent secretary, listen to me, is it the farmers them down there, so that thing there that people are applying for this thing, and the farmers them down there, so want that? Well, whatever contractor doing it, whatever contractor we're going to sign off on, make sure we choose the best contractor. Make sure it's the one that we're to deliver the services that I, as the minister, promised them when I was running for MP to be minister. Make sure that that is a person who's going to deliver that service that I promised those people. And Matalan, they better understand, and Mr. Oldest and the team need to understand and start moving in a direction where they answer to the people and not Matalan, not the organized media landscape that is set up against poor people and set up against government consistently, unless there's something that they're going to get. And I would hate to think, I really, really would hate to think that the people of Southwest St. Elizabeth re-elected Floyd Green and threw out Miranda. Threw away and re-elected Floyd Green for him to sit down in the ministry in jacket and tie and watch everybody go around him and try to dot all I's and cross all T's and make sure so that person will get it. His own responsibility is to make sure the service reach the farmers who voted for him, you know.
Yeah. And the bureaucracy in Jamaica, it is such an impediment to progress. You know, agree with that?
The level of democracy that we are practicing
bureaucracy
is an impediment to progress. The level of democracy.
Bureaucracy.
And Mr. Oldest is trying to move out, right, to provide more services to Jamaicans and don't pay the people them who don't want these services to be provided. It's the same thing. I'm sorry I argue in the program. I'm really sorry. But it's the same thing with the crime. You know, as they see the crime statistics and it is good and it is great for Jamaica, but they can't celebrate it. They don't celebrate it. As soon as one small little thing shift in that, they use the opportunity to make it look like it's a big thing. Because and what does it have to do with them? Absolutely nothing, because them safe. Them have 600 policemen in a one station just to guard 500 of them. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Them safe. Crime affect us. Crime affect us. And when I start to attack the police about killings and them people don't ever kill now come for them. Them now go for them, they come for we. So it don't matter to them. So them can sit down on them veranda and smoke them cigars and drink them bourbon and chat about anything they want to chat, because nobody not coming to look for them with no gun. Nobody now back them up and say, hey boy or hey girl. Nobody now walk them well-protected community and bust up some shot over them. Nobody that doing that. It is us. Us.
Mm-hmm.
So them can sit and criticize the police. We have our own responsibility to praise our police and big up our police and support our police. Because once they go after criminals, they must protect us, and government first responsibility is to protect us. So people should not pay attention to that. The ministers them should understand that people voted for them for results.
Mm-hmm.
People voted for them to make them lives better. And if Floyd Green believes that some farmers in in Portland didn't vote for him, and some farmers in Westmoreland didn't vote for him, and some farmers in some other places didn't vote for him. He have a responsibility to all of them. He have a responsibility to all of them to deliver what they promised and stop paying Matalan any attention. And Matalan take the election, the time leading up to the election was bad. You want to see us when we come back a road.
You know, say, to be honest with you, Mr. Matalan, I see a recent picture with Matalan. And Matalan look like him about to leave the arena. No, me don't mean like dead, you know. Me don't mean like dead, you know, but him look like say him is not as agile as he used to be. Like he's ready to just come off of the media landscape.
No, he must step back from chairmanship today. But there are 4 estates that rule the world. 4 estates. There's the executive, there is the legislative, and the judiciary, and the 4th one is the media. Now, we have, as a country, we had the Gleaner from 18 when our RJR, Radio Jamaica, and Radio Fusion, then JBC got birth, etc., etc. So, one of the things that we learned in the 70s, coming up to 18 election, was there's a thing called misinformation or disinformation. Or propaganda is presented. There's a situation like, for example, a picture of Manley was posted. The headline said, "Mark for dead," right? There's a picture of Michael Manley posted on the front page of the Gleaner, and the caption said 5,000 Cubans run the airport. So that now, if you're not understanding, you're looking at the picture and look at the headline where you associate Manley with having 5,000 Cubans. So you have to be 4 estates around the world. And one has to be keenly aware. But you must listen to all of them, read all of them, and understand the scenario. Because when those headlines came, it caught the people's attention. But the fact of the matter is that the people never bought into it. So the violence had to be applied. So what with the advancement that we are having now in terms of media, all kind of media, is that people is able to decipher, decode what is really fact and what is not fact. Because there was an AI story since last week that the United States has banned almost every single food item out of Jamaica.
Who said that?
And we were discussing. There's an AI thing out, man.
Oh, Mr. The Prime Minister post one. Them are AI sitting here. Boy, is that dangerous? It can be a dangerous thing.
Very right. So you must be able to detect what is real and what is AI.
So well on then now. I mean, we're in a time now where we have traditional media, we have independent media, and to me, the traditional media in a Jamaica like Gleaner, them drowned in. So I mean, what them need for do? Cause them not really have no spark to me like they used to.
No, it's not that them don't have no spark, you know, but them trying to change them code, them skin, right? Because the Gleaner was always anti-socialism, the PNP. But now the Gleaner is
Liz, come on now.
You know, let me just finish. No, the Gleaner works. If you know the history of the Gleaner.
I do.
What the Gleaner is doing now is projecting this white man born in England and want to impose it on us. And through the door, what they are trying to use is in the name PMP, right? That is what is happening with Mark Golding and the Gleaner. Because if it was Mark Golding, a white man born in England, then the Gleaner would show an interest in the name of the party. But what the Gleaner is trying to do is trying to get him into Jamaica out. Because the Gleaner is still a colonialized mentality paper.
Lord God.
The Gleaner is not a colonialized mentality paper. The Gleaner is a PMP paper. From Oliver Clark days till now. The Gleaner have always been a PMP paper. From Oliver Clark. And Matalan in particular is a PMP man. And he can't get over the fact that him lose him a Mark Golding. And him going to just keep making these like slappy things and doing all of this kind of thing. And suggest that suggesting that the ministers of government are doing wrongful things when they are not. It's the same thing. It is the very same thing with the IC matter, but that's another argument. Michelle, I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah.
Well, let me just finish the point.
No, man, Michelle. No, Princess, let Michelle talk now.
No, the Matalan point.
No, man, you finished the Matalan part already. Where Michelle is?
No,
Michelle.
the Matalan, I know that the same people feel the Matalan.
Boy, I really war room over here, so. Who know about to start no war?
All right.
No, we're not war. But only Matalan, we know same people was Ellie Matalan.
Yes, Michelle.
And
Yes, Michelle.
I know what Princess is talking about. In 70s, the Gleaner was anti, yes, and he used to run some propaganda.
Up to now, the Gleaner is anti-PMP.
Yes.
Liz, oh God, man. Liz, come on now.
Michelle, talk about that. Please, don't talk about this. Let's go to keep talking to Michelle.
Yeah, the internet is giving a one time. I don't know if you can hear me. But Gleaner was anti-PNP. The Gleaner was a tech side. I'm very surprised to see that them now joining with it. That can only be because of Mark and his ethnicity.
Wait there. Where just say the Gleaner was anti-PNP?
From 18, whatever.
The Gleaner was in the 1970s.
In the 70s.
70s.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
1970s.
That period. No. In the 70s, yes, Michelle. That period when everybody framed that Michael Manley is going to bring communism to Jamaica. That period.
They were anti-Norman too.
That period you're talking about, Michelle.
That's
Michelle?
right. No.
Yeah.
Don't know what. Yeah. Yes, you're not hearing me.
Where
I don't
hear
know
you
what.
now?
I don't know between in the 80s and I don't know what they were in the 80s or in the 90s. Wasn't. I think they had a mix. I think that in the 90s they had a lot of columnists that were. They had a lot of columnists that were pro PNP, right? But certainly, I think that this is the first time I have ever seen them pro PNP. And I think it has to do with the ethnicity of the man who's running the PNP and the ethnicity.
Yeah.
of
You got it.
the race of the people of the man who running the PNP and the race of the man who is running the Gleaner.
But look here.
Because they both are Jews.
Yes, the two of them are Jew. Matalan are Jew and Mark are Jew. But hear this now. I feel say, and a lot of people now go say this.
They clownish.
Yeah, man, they are. Me I say this, but me don't know if a lot of people see it. Let me tell you something. You see, for the 5 years, where Mark Golding been the opposition leader and the president of the PNP, in my opinion and based on my observation, there was an unspoken racial, racist tone coming from the PNP toward Andrew Holness, It's just that Mark Golding now say it directly, You see when time of the black people them attack it and I do the things them. And it was quietly being done when we would have to do a whole nother program about it. But in my opinion, there was an unspoken and a silent racist campaign run against Andrew Holness.
You forgot Mark Golding quoted.
You
forgot how he quoted Sandra.
Say what?
And I can't talk about him.
You forgot how he quoted Sandra. Racists are even in marriage, You have racists are married to a white man, married to a black woman, and it was a violent racist. A black man married to a white woman, and she's a racist. You forgot to quote Sandra.
It's possible. But I'm talking about me say the thing. Boy, some of the things them where they say are Mark Golding. Me hear him say some things too. Them could get out it in America. The whole of the civil rights people then come down upon it, but we're not civil rights people at Jamaica.
Yeah, we have, but Mark Golden is not, you see, well, unfortunately, Mark Golden, in my mind, is not PMP, has never been and will never be.
Liz,
But Mark,
you cannot separate Mark Golden from the PMP. Stop it, man.
of course I can. Of course I can. And I have been doing so.
How?
Of course I can. Mark Golden himself did it for you. Mark Golden said Norman Manley is a liar. The school children in Jamaica for years have been taught Norman Manley is a liar. And Mark Golden said, man,
The fact
Norman Manley
of
is a
the fact of the matter
liar. So Mark is racist in every sense of the word because he doesn't like the Manleys either.
But Liz, him is the president of the PNP, and him said them
Look
elect
here.
him.
You ever hear about in name only? You ever hear about in name only? Mark Golden have nothing to do with the PNP. Nothing, absolutely nothing. All I
well, Jamaica decided, so I don't know. I don't know the PNP them.
Well, it don't matter what them have nothing to do with it.
Say that again. May I hear you? Talk again.
Now done is capture the PNP and was hoping PNP as a vehicle to elevate him and his to control Jamaica.
Yes, yes. White
like what they were trying with German and it just backfired on them.
Boy, I don't know. All me know say.
It wasn't just he was a Jewish man.
I don't know if him have an identity. I don't know if him have an identity problem, but you have in Jamaica, you have Matalan, you have Adam Stewart and the family there. You have all different kind of people. How is it that a British Englishman could have looked on himself in the mirror and think it's appropriate to lead a country with such a Jamaica, one of the biggest majority black country in the world? It's just not appropriate. It's just not right. You don't need nobody to tell you that. You don't need nobody to tell you that, you know.
Don't blame him. He was brought there by a house.
Well, you must remember.
Is a house thing I put in there.
Liz, take time with the language in the chat. In the something.
He was brought there as an insult against him, Liz.
But nobody was supposed to tell his wife. But I probably tell him still, because if me did marry to Mark Golden, Lord God, me feel weird saying that. But if Mark Golden was my husband, me would have as a God. You know what me da do? Me da cuss Bunting. Because me know a Bunting and tell him to do it. You understand?
Yes,
so me da cuss Bunting and say, why are you leading my husband astray? This is not right. And then me da take on. Me da cuss man. Me da say, listen, this is not right. Me da say, looking at the country, look around you. How you can want to lead them people here? This man make Bunting go and go do it.
Well, first of all, he is an Englishman, and you're thinking that black people are stupid, right?
So stupid.
And he thinks that all he has to do is to talk the language like we, and yeah, man, and then.
Well, Mark Golden lose because the Jamaican people say Mark Golden is a tourist. So Wallace is a native. So we are choose Jamaica. Argument done.
Yes.
Where said the argument done September 3rd?
Not long time September, done from about 1 o'clock September 3rd. The Jamaican people must get up and say, him is a British. The Jamaican people must go out and say, yeah, that man is a British tourist. Mr. Wallace is a native. We are going with the native. Argument. Yes. I can't get to I know my body.
Lord jeez. Well, but look, you know, Karen, you know what say. You see the people them would think say they may try to play Mark Golden or outsmart Mark Golden. Mark Golden, outsmart them, I wonder if you see it that way there. Because them tell him say, come there, come run for Prime Minister, and then after that, no, you can go on. Because you a placeholder, right? But him run and him lose. He run and he lose, and they can't move him now. And him get the last laugh.
And him drop down the night when him lose. I used to say losing, drop down them for hold him up. And for some reason, some of them was selling us the idea also when they were having long conversations with me on the phone to convince me to come support the PNP. What the argument that them use, and every time them use the argument, I'm going to read a book just to check if I can really read. Because they talk to me like I can't read, you know? And one thing what them tell us is that, Karen, Mark, nobody don't want Mark. Nobody over here don't want Mark. Just make him win the election because he's not even going to be prime minister. And every time I don't talk to them people, I'm going to read a book. I swear to God. I'm going to read. We talk about book and start read just to make sure so I can read. Check in. Because they talk to me like they can't read.
Mm-hmm.
Them talking to me like they never go to basic school.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know if he did win, which one going to stop him from the prime minister. That's a point. I don't know which one them could, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but him, as I said, him know that those racist tones I just said that him use against my member of parliament, he did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not piss off anybody else in this country. Those how him attack Mrs. Holness piss off a whole lot of people in our West Central, St. Andrew. And I can tell you this. After the debate when Mr. Holness and I deal with him case afterwards, one woman and her daughter tell me they can vote for Mr. Holness for the first time because of that. Or me tell them say Sandra on a bank book. And she's and she can't drive. and she can't go down the pit. Them say after them hear that.
Lord, no, Karen, you know, say you need to stop though. God Almighty, no. Where?
Sandra,
Wait till you know that Sandra on a bank book and she
she can't talk publicly.
Remember, I mean, the debate, and when him say, after 30 minutes of attacking my MP, and it never really work, and my MP get back on him ass and knock him around a little bit, and him turn to the MP wife, and that was encouraged, and them deliberately prepared him for it, including that twist about woman, Dear Jackson Miller. They prepared him to attack Mrs. Holness. And after him attack Mrs. Holness, I went to work on him, so forgive my language, to make the people of Jamaica understand that he don't like Mrs. Holness because she's a black woman and because she's a successful black woman. She shouldn't be successful because she's black. She shouldn't be speaker of the house because she's black. Because she's black. Yeah. She shouldn't have all of that power, and she should have the money because she's black. She drives. Some of the Jamaican people know. So Mrs. Holness make her own money. She's her own woman and she's a businesswoman and she should know what she do. Contrary to his wife.
You know, one thing I have to give this Prime Minister credit for. Now that you bring up Mrs. Holness, you see, a lot of men, you know, including some of our Jamaican men, they have a problem with women who I call these women self-possessed. You would understand the meaning of that, Karen and Liz. Women who are self-possessed, women who are independent thinkers, and women who can move through the world, you know, based on their own wisdom and lean on their own understanding. You have some man who them cannot handle that, them can't manage that. It is a real threat for them.
Yeah, when you talk about, you know, if you look at his face, if you go back and look at the clip, in the debate, when he attack Mrs. Holness on face red and angry, like them slave man, we have beat a slave woman because she answer him. You see them movie there? And him get angry, it's like him a come out time, it's like him whole soul a come out time body. And him like him step away from the podium 1 or 2 times when him do it. It really, really upset him that she have all that power. And she make her own money. And she drive her own car. And she have her own bank book. It pisses him off big time. That's why I'm sending the female version of Shrek for come video me shop and chat crap. That's why I'm sending them down here. It's after that. Piss him off and that. Make him buy them ticket and send them down here.
Big up the independent woman them in a chat.
So independent woman like that.
But ladies, Mark Bolin and Donald Trump have one thing in common, one trait. Donald Trump of here tell the world, say, I'm bright. And the same thing, Mark Golding tell the world.
I am taking serious offense to that. Donald Trump is a Rhodes Scholar compared to Mark Golding. Please, no, don't.
Jesus,
Trump a Rhodes Scholar to Mark Golding. Trump a Rhodes Scholar to Mark Golding.
Well,
wickedness.
You say that. I don't have another word to say if you say that.
Trump said everything that he needed to say.
Karen,
when he was running for
Karen, you better say Trump have more confidence.
Trump wear confidence like clothes. Trump wear confidence like clothes. Trump put on him orange face and slick back the full ear and wear confidence like clothes and not shit from it. And even when he most of liberty from people, in any argument by saying, "But I need your vote, I need everybody vote." This fool was out in Westmoreland saying he must shoot out somebody weekend, somebody what? They must shoot out the what word he use again?
Michelle.
Evil something like that.
Shoot out somebody, whatever word it where he use. But Pies the one them. He must shoot out somebody Pies the one.
Pies.
Trump bust up liberty of people and then he said, "But I need the black vote, and I need the Latino vote, and I need the Arabs to vote for me." And yes, we really bust up liberty for them.
Hey,
so do not quit.
Them are people are not easy, The people that they run with, if you have 100% of the party, they run with 65% of the party and keep 35, so them are going to win election.
Yes. Don't Trump that to that.
Mr. The risers them. They run with 70% and take 30%, so them a got election. Of course, Mr. mercy. No, sir. That means that they get one beat, 10,000 vote, 10,000 more people vote for the government. They get a good piece of beat.
Let me tell you something, man. I want to watch Mark Golding face when I'm in a parliament. And I'm off a face the speaker. I don't watch him face the next time, man. I read him face and tell me what to say, man. That man dislike him about disdain for Mrs. Oldness. He can't come to terms with all this black girl who used to sell plastic like a Spanish town. Is Speaker of the House and wife of the Prime Minister.
But do you think that is just Mrs. Oldness or are women who are
that's all that portion. I'll lock off his mic when him open his mouth. Lock off his mic, buddy. Listen, maybe it's all women, but it is particularly directed at Mrs. Oldness because of the position that she holds. And he knows, without a shadow of a doubt, he knows that she enjoys very high rating in the country, and he knows that she is feared in some quarters, and she's loved in some quarters, and she's disliked in some quarters, and that is the making of a great politician. He can't stand it. He just can't stand it, and it's sweet.
It's a contempt for Sandra too.
Well, after he lost the election, Sandra told him she's not going to no swearing in because him lose. She's not working with a loser. That's the first thing. First thing. Then Sandra put him out of the bedroom. And tells her she don't want to see him a loser. Can promise her so he's going to be Prime Minister. And he promised her that he's going to fix up Vera and they're going to move down there. Sandra not with him.
Not
as far as I know.
All right. Well, we don't want to say anything. We don't want to say anything to no people because we are wind down here now.
I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes.
Yes.
I want to thank you all very, very much. I truly had a wonderful birthday. It was great. For all the people that I have met over the campaign period and during all of that and Christmas, I want to say it was my great pleasure to have met you all. For all of those that I work with, particularly in Manchester, my people in South Manchester, my people in Northwest Manchester, my people in Central Manchester. It was great to work with you guys. And big up on yourself, labor rights in Manchester, particularly Manchester South. Look forward to working with you guys again soon. I want everybody to keep yourselves safe and continue to build the organization. Remember what we talk about is building the organization is the thing. All the fans and supporters, subscribers that have supported us for the last year. Thank you so very much. God bless you all. God bless your families, and I hope God will continue to provide for you. Please keep the fire burning. Don't let this fire out. We have to protect Jamaica, and we need you all to do it. We could not have done this without your help at any time at all. And I thank you.
When them can't hear you back again on your platform, or your platforms?
All over.
I don't know about February.
Okay.
About February.
Okay.
Can I do a brief closing too?
Yeah, man.
Michelle and Princess.
Okay, to all the voters, those who voted PP, those who voted JLP, I would like to thank you all for choosing being native. Those who voted PP, those who voted JLP, you all went out and you participated. Thank you for voting for Jamaica and a native, rejecting the white man from England, the colonizer who lies like he's wear it as a skin. That's my piece. Thank you all for voting and making us run Jamaica, by Jamaica, for Jamaica.
Michelle.
Well, the ladies have said it all. I don't know if I can add to it. I doubt it. So I express the same sentiments. And as to when you're going to be seeing me, I am doing something on the UE, the University Hospital situation, and it should come out at 2.
Oh, you're doing something on the UA situation.
Of course, I want to thank everybody for the support. I did find something the University Hospital, Cascas, with the Auditor General's
the tax evasion
report. So it will come out tomorrow.
The tax evasion. Okay. All right. Well, JPU family, uno don't know over here. We always, always keep it going. We always do our thing. And guys, wanna check out the videos them. I do uploads and I do the live videos. Don't forget the videos them. Please and thanks. And thank you so much for joining as usual. Make sure to subscribe to all our channel them. Who subscribe here yet, please do. Go over 411 channel, go over current channel them and subscribe so you can always hear, what we're saying on issues of national concern, about the politics, and also, the things that are current and the direction we want to see our country. Thank you for joining and have yourselves a wonderful night. And ladies, thank you so much for joining. We will catch up again in our next episode of The War Room. And I thank everybody for their participation. Liz, thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
been
man,
a
thanks.
while. Yeah, man. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.
You